My name is Roger Johnson. I like taking pictures and I love to travel. Whether it's working as a professional tour guide, a flight attendant, or on my own for fun. Across America or around the world. This is my show. Hello, I am Roger Johnson.
And I'm Haley Nelson of the 50 States, 50 Days fame.
And I am Roger Johnson, which I just said, of the Welcome to America and 50 States, 50 Days fame. This is my adventure update. Today we're going to talk about another cool place that we went to on the 50 States, 50 Days trip.
Fort McHenry.
I went back there, and we'll jump right into this. Your most memorable moment, experience from visiting Fort McHenry when we were on the big trip.
Well, Fort McHenry is famous because it's got the Star-Spangled Banner. That's where Francis Scott Key, around there where he ended up writing the song. And in the background, blowing in the wind, is the Fort McHenry flag, if you're lucky enough to be there when it's flying. And it's just enormous and huge and beautiful. I would never go to Fort McHenry. If you hadn't have taken me, I just probably wouldn't have gone. But we met a really interesting woman. You want to tell the story about her?
Was it while we were picnicking? We were making peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and she was there trying to take pictures. Did we help her take a picture in front of the
I think she asked us to take a picture, and we're all photographers, so we were like, oh, sure, great. And then it kind of hit us. We were like, oh, this is great. And she just launched into a story about the fact that she wanted to have her picture in front of this amazingly beautiful flag, because she was going back to Chile where her mother was falling ill, and she wanted to show her mother that she was living in America and free, and this was excuse me,
we're all getting choked up here.
Yeah, but it was just it was her symbol to bring back to her mother and to her family, to show them that her life was great living in the United States. So for us to be there and hear her talking about that was an amazing way to start a trip, learning how to appreciate our country in lots of ways.
So it's one of those things that it's the things that you don't expect to have happen that blindside you, like, oh wait a second, that really grab you and you'll remember for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and I mean, I get tired of hearing people tell me about their sappy travel stories about, this is what I learned, and there are all these things that now I feel, having seen all these things and other people, and then I have one and I'm like, okay, all right, I get it, I understand. Like, it's so cheesy, but it really is what happens when you get out of your comfort zone and you go someplace that you wouldn't normally be.
Francis Scott Key was not the only person inspired by the Star-Spangled Banner. Francis Scott Key was in prison on an English prison ship off the coast in the harbor there while they were shelling Fort McHenry. They were trying to invade Baltimore. They had already taken over Washington and burned the White House in bloody red coats.
And that's not the flag, right?
That's not the flag. That's the modern incarnation of the flag. Do you want to... Here, I'll show you my prop. Yes. I did not buy this at the gift shop there. For some reason, they do not have a wide selection of flags like you would expect.
A place where the flag is the star, which is kind of fun.
The flag that was flying over Fort McHenry, American flag has how many stripes?
13.
13. The War of 1812 flag that was flying over Fort McHenry has 15, oh excuse me.
It's alright.
15 stripes
for you.
And 15 stars. This was before they decided maybe we should just add a star for each new state. They were adding stripes as well.
So this was the Star-Spangled Banner when Francis Scott Key.
This was what the American flag was at the time.
You got less stars,
the cool part,
more stripes.
So the cool part about this flag is 2 feet wide from there to there. Each stripe on the flag flying over Fort McHenry was that wide, and each star was 2 feet across as well.
Can I just say, nerd? Look at that! This one's 2 feet.
The terminology is vexillologist.
Vexillologist. Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
So Fort McHenry is cool.
It's a great flag.
Now, we drove there when we were there. This last time I went, I took a bus. The cool way to go, you go to the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Very cool, all kinds of other cool stuff there. They've got a water taxi that will take you to the fort and back. Right in downtown, near downtown Baltimore is the Star-Spangled Banner house. This was the house where the seamstress where they went in and said, hey, we'd like to commission a flag. And so where they actually sewed the flag together is still in existence. You go through the museum, and that's where I learned about the dimensions of the flag being 2 feet. So I learned something there about flags. And then the other cool thing in downtown Baltimore related to the Battle of Baltimore Harbor was there's a monument to the battle, to the troops, to the men who lost their lives, and it's the first public monument ever in America dedicated to it, and it's right in downtown Baltimore. And speaking of flags, if you ever wondered what was in the middle of the seal on the Baltimore City flag, it's that monument.
Oh, well, there you go.
You always wondered that, didn't you?
I did.
Every time you saw the Baltimore City flag.
Baltimore, Boston, I didn't even know. Wait, hold on.
So that's what that is on there. I did not know that, and I went downtown. I was like, oh, wait a second, and it looked familiar. So Star-Spangled Banner was inspired by the War of 1812. My other favorite song, also inspired by the War of 1812, the Battle of New Orleans by Johnny Horton. I tried to go last year and I didn't make it. They canceled my boat tour. You can get there from a boat as well. From downtown New Orleans, there's a river boat that'll take you on a cruise down the river, drop you off at the battlefield. You can tour it and then go back. So I had to drive because time constraints. Riding around the battlefield in my car, listening to Johnny Horton.
I can imagine. I'm imagining it. Okay.
Okay. Whoops. Okay. I can't sing. Johnny Horton can sing though. No, it's just a big open field. There's a monument at the other end, and the visitor center, but the cemetery at the one end, it's only one person from the Battle of New Orleans is actually buried there. It's mostly Civil War veterans. But the guy that from the Battle of New Orleans that's buried there, I couldn't find him. But he was actually there's all these gravestones, and there's only one that I'm trying to find. No, he was actually on his way home and he passed away, and so they sent him back for some reason, whatever.
This is a terrible story. Okay, keep going. No, not your story. The story of the guy.
Oh, the guy dying on the way
maybe
home.
Your story too.
Going back to Tennessee.
Okay, so what? Yeah.
And then there's a neat old plantation house that was, and this is the goofy thing because these things change over time, and it's not the house that General Andrew Jackson used as his headquarters. That's now a slip for ships that they destroyed because it wasn't the original house. And you go up there and you look through the fence, and that's where General Andrew Jackson's headquarters used to be. Now it's just industrial stuff. But yeah, War of 1812. Who knew? So.
Well, we'll see you next time, I guess. Is that all you got to say about
That's all I
that?
got for this one. No, I visited the USS Constitution in Boston, which fought in the War of 1812. But I'm going to save that for a different adventure update with a different guest.
It.
So, all right, that's it for this adventure update. We'll see you next time for something else. Tang.
Dang.
I'm Roger Johnson, the world's first self-proclaimed welcome sign photography expert. I've got a photo of myself next to a welcome sign in all 50 US states and the District of Columbia. And if you don't believe me, I've got a certificate to prove it, which I do need to sign. But that's not the point. The point is, if you've got obsessive compulsive travel disorder like I do, also known as OCTD or the travel bug, you know how much fun it is to keep track of your travel. I've been to all 50 states at least 4 times or more, and I do know how much fun it is to keep meticulous records. I've taken welcome sign photos, I've built complicated websites, produced expensive, time-consuming, award-winning travel documentaries. I put stickers on my van. I've drawn on maps, and on myself. It's too much. But now I've found a better way. The Roger Johnson's Welcome to America passport. It's got the look and feel of a real passport. You can customize your passport with your name, personal information, photo, and signature on the information page. Pre-printed stamps for each state contain the date of statehood, as well as mottos, nicknames, landmarks, and symbols unique to each state. See? You can track your travels by coloring in the map in the back, as well as checking off each state and taking notes in the state checklist. So whether you're traveling by land, sea, or air, if it's your first state, your last, or somewhere in between, you too can track your travels with your very own Welcome to America passport. The Welcome to America passport is not an official document issued by any government agency. It is not required for travel anywhere in the United States, world, or known universe. It is strictly for fun as you track your own travels to all 50 United States and the District of Columbia. Buy yours today at welcometoamerica.us/passport. So if I figure I sell 2 million of these and I make $1 off of each one, I'll be a millionaire.
A lot of people ask us what Untamed Science is.
That's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be great!
It's,
This is Untamed Science.
Oh.
I love the deep sea.
We're going to try to answer the question, when is acceleration the greatest in skydiving?
But we're not just a bunch of adventurers, we're also scientists and filmmakers.
So we pick a topic and then we show the practical application of that out in the wild.
wall clouds for me. We're gonna get a tornado. Get out of here! Get out! Get out! Go! 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 Get out of here!
Looks steep.
This is no ordinary afternoon ride.
I'm already starting to lose track of how many days we've been riding.
So if you like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel.
We're heading to Africa.